Good morning, parents and my dear students. I am Bhavna Prakash, an English teacher for class 9th. Today is 28th of April, Monday, and topic of our discussion is the first poem in Beehive book, The Road Not Taken, written by Robert Frost. Students, before I move ahead and continue reading the poem and explaining it to you, let me tell you more about the author who has written this poem. Robert Lee Frost. The full name of the author is Robert Lee Frost, who was an American poet and was born on 26 March 1874 and died on 29 January 1963. Though he was an American poet, but his work was initially published in England. See the difference? He was born in America, but his work was published in England first. He was interested in reading and writing poetry from his high school time only. His high school has been done from Lawrence. Later, he earned a formal degree from Harvard University in Boston. Like we have Delhi University in Delhi, they have Harvard University, which is very famous in Boston. His first poem, My Butterfly, got published in 8th November 1894 in the New York newspaper, The Independent. Frost was the only one who was honored 4 times Pulitzer Award. What is this Pulitzer Award? Like we have Oscar awards for movies and music, we have Nobel Peace Prize awards for significant contribution of people in certain section of the society and section area like scientific or peace or something like this. We have Bharat Ratna in India. Similarly, Pulitzer prizes are for poetry, and he was one of the poets who received it 4 times. In the poem, The Road Not Taken, the road symbolizes our life. The poet says that the path that we don't choose in our life is the road not taken. He describes his feeling about the choices that he had left in the past. The path that we choose decides our future and our destiny, isn't it? The more important message is that the poet want to give is that the choices that we make, see student, this is very important, that the choices that we make today impact our future. And if we make any wrong choice, we will regret it later. But can we come back and change it? No, we cannot come back and make the changes. So we must be wise while making choices. So this is a very interesting poem, and the poet want to convey a very beautiful message that be cautious while making any decision in your life, because whatever choices that you will be making for yourself, they will going to impact you in future. Let's read the first paragraph. It says, two roads diverge in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Now kids, let's see the difficult word here. The word diverged. Can you see the word diverged here? The word diverged means separated and took a different direction. Wherein we are talking about roads. There are two roads like fork end. And if one single road is being diverted into two or divided into two, they are diverging, separating in two directions. Similarly here, yellow wood. Basically, before spring, which season comes? Autumn. And what happened in autumn? The trees started shedding their leaves. The leaves turn yellow. And in forest area where there are many trees, what will happen? The road will be covered all by yellow leaves, isn't it? So, a forest with decomposing leaves. The word here bent. Bent means it's a past form of bend, which means twisted or turned, as a result of which something is forced to change its shape. Undergrowth. the last word, undergrowth, means a dense growth of plants and bushes. Where are these plants and bushes? In the forest. Okay. About the paragraph, I would like to convey the whole meaning in a go only. The poet was walking down the road once upon a time, and then there was a diversion. The road divided into two. There were two different paths that he has to choose. Now, two options are there, but he has to make choice and he has to choose one path. The poet says that as he was one person, he could travel on one road only. One person will be able to travel through one road only, right or no? Can we divide one person into two and go to both the direction? No, we cannot. Hence, one will go and choose one direction and move in one road. He had to choose one out of these two roads. Yellowwood means a forest with leaves which are wearing out. Which are wearing out means which are coming out from the trees. And they have turned yellow in color. As I told you earlier, in autumn time, what happened? The trees started shedding their leaves and they become yellow. It represents a world which is full of people, where people have been living for many years. They represent people who are older than poet. Now, before taking the path, he wanted to know how it was. This is a general tendency of a human, isn't it? Before choosing something, we would like to see will it be fruitful or not. Was it suitable for him or not? He was able to see the path till from where it covered all with the trees and was hidden. He could not see beyond those trees and hidden bushes. It was blocking the path. It happens in our life also. When we have choices, we have alternatives, we have many options, but we have to choose only one out of them. We take time to think about pros and cons. Which one will be beneficial? Should I take this? Should I leave this? Yes or no? Whether it is suitable for us or not, the decision that we will make, we will choose the path accordingly, isn't it? So this completes the meaning of this paragraph. Alright. Now the second paragraph says, then look the other just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as far that the passing there had worn them really about the same. Now here the word fair. The word fair means as good as other one. Better option, isn't it? Claim. The word claim here means better option again. Grassy. The word grassy here means unused. For example, if we don't use a space, the grass will be growing and it will be covered with grass. And in certain part, if we are using a lawn, we will try to make it pleasant. We will use a mower and clean the extra grass which is there. And the place which is not been used, not been moved by a machine, it will be grassy. It will be not used, isn't it? Now, the word unwanted wear here means had not been used. Grassy and wanted wear means the same. Now here the word worn. Worn out, the action of being wearing off or tearing off. Something which has been torn into pieces, coming out. So this is the second paragraph. Let me explain what does the poet want to say. The poet kept on looking at one path for a long time. Isn't it? There was a fork road wherein he was trying to look beyond the grasses. How the other end is, how the road is. Should he take the first one or the second one? So the poet kept on looking at one path for a long time to check if it is the right path for him or not. And then he decided and started working on another path because he felt that both paths were equally good. ऐसा ही होता है ना, जब हमारे पास सिचुएशन आती है, हम डिलेमा में होते हैं, ये चूज करें कि ये चूज करें, फिर कभी कभी हमें लगता है कि दोनों ही चीजें अप्रोप्रिएट है हमारे लिए. So he felt that both paths were equally good. and started walking on one of them. Now he had made his choice. He started walking in one of them. He adds that maybe he felt that the path was better for him. So he chooses. We make assumptions, right? We make choice based on our ideas and our assumptions. And we have a logic behind it, isn't it? If I'm making one choice, I have a logic behind it. Similarly, the path on which the poet is walking on now, he has his own mindset. He has chosen it because the grass on it means that it was unused. Why he chose it? Because he now knows that this particular path is unused. Nobody has been here. Not many people had walked down on this path. So that is why this path is grassy. And wanted where means that it is not walked over by many people. Since it is unused, nobody would have been turned up here, isn't it? After he walked on the path for some distance, he realized that both the paths had been worn out the same way. Now he realized that both the roads which were bifurcating from one road was same in certain aspect. Both the path were similar and both of them were worn out somewhere or the other. They were broken. Even in our life also, we take any path or option, but all of them have same benefits or disadvantage or problems or challenges. होता है ना यही? चाहे हम कोई भी path लें, we have to face certain issues or not. We have to face certain issues, certain ups and downs, and we have to face them. We think that we are choosing a better option because we think it is our option. We think logically that this particular thing is right and I'm making a right decision. But then also, if I'm making a right decision or wrong decision, I have to face all the odds which are there, isn't it? But this is not the way. Do you think? Because everybody will have different perceptions, different ideas, and they will be choosing their options accordingly. And we make decisions according to our things, our environment, our benefits. So we think this particular thing will be right. By the way, certain other people will think the other way is right. So this is the conclusion for the second stanza. Now coming to the third stanza, which says, and both the morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads want to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. Now out in here, the word trodden. Trodden means walked over. That earlier we have known grassy and wanted where that it was unused. Now trodden means something has been used. Somebody has there before. Now here the word doubted means doubted is something which is uncertain. You are unsure about it. So let's see what's the passage talks about. Now this particular passage, the poet says that both the paths were similar that morning. The morning he started and wherein he started with the fork point, wherein the roads got bifurcated, divided. Both had leaves on them and no one had stepped on them as they were still green in color. He decided that that day he would take one path and keep the other path for another day. Although he knew that one way leads to the another way, he knew that he could not go back on the choices that he had made. Similarly, even in our life also, kids, once we have made one assumption, once we have made a choice, once we have chosen an option, we must keep on moving ahead without any opinion, any option. We must focus on to what we have chosen. And we will never get a chance to come back there again, isn't it? From the way we have started moving on that path, will we be coming back? No, we cannot. So, whether to take decision is in our hand. But once we have taken the decision, we have to move further. And we cannot come back to where we have started. This is what poet want to say by talking about doubt. That I should ever come back, that I cannot come back here, I doubt. The fourth paragraph says, I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. And that has made all the difference. Here, the word sigh. The word sigh means a deep breath. When we take a deep breath, when we are either relaxed or we have reached to a conclusion, isn't it? When we have attained. आप जब क्वेश्चन पेपर लिखते हैं, जब पूरा हो जाता है, तब क्या होता है? You take a deep breath, you take a sigh. That it is done. Hence here. Can you see here? Hence. Hence means out and here. Hence means in the future. In the future. Traveled, the distance which has been traveled by somebody. Traveler. Diverged we have already done, wherein two paths are moving separately. Now in this paragraph, the poet says that in the future, he will take a deep breath and say that once upon a time he had reached such a point in life that there were two options for him. And he traveled on that road which was traveled by less number of people. Now this is consoling oneself that I have made a right decision, isn't it? That decision of his decided his future. The option he chosen that day had made him come this far, because of which he is here. Similarly, in future, when you grow up, this is for you kids. Similarly, in future, when you grow up, then you will also say that once upon a time, when you were young, you had two options. The choice that you made you what you are today. This is very strong message for all the students, that you should be wise and be careful while making choices out of the options that you may have in your life. Whatever decisions you are making, it is very important to face them, to follow them wisely, because your future depends on the choices that you make today. So be careful. Don't waste your time. We keep on saying that, isn't it? Study hard. Score doesn't matter, but whatever you are learning today will be fruitful for you in the future. So this completes your 4th paragraph and the poem has been done. Tomorrow I will be doing certain literary devices which are used in this poem. For today, all you have to do is listen to this video. If you have any doubts, please come back to me on it. And we will further be discussing literary devices tomorrow and question answers that you have to do. Alright? So I hope you have comprehended well. Parents, मैं आपसे अनुरोध करना चाहूँगी कि अपने बच्चों को मोटिवेट करें कि वो घर में बैठ के पढ़ाई करें और काम पूरा करें. घर पे रहिए, स्वस्थ रहिए, सुरक्षित रहिए. धन्यवाद.